The next color scheme that we're working with is complementary colors. So complementary colors complement each other well, so they are contrasting colors, so using one will make that other color really pop and stand out in your artwork. Complementary colors are colors that are found opposite each other on the color wheel. So there's three different directions you can take this. So you could either use orange and blue, you could use yellow and purple, or you could do red and green. So in my example here, I'm using blue and orange, and since blue is a cool color, I'm using that as the darkest value, and then orange is a warmer color, so it's automatically going to feel lighter and pop out a little bit more. So I'm going to use orange as my lighter value. I'm going to play this time lapse here so you can see the process of putting together the color scheme that we're working with. So make sure you start out with those 5 sections, and I'm just going to apply my paint in the first square here, making it as dark as possible. So I'm using as little of water as I can to still allow the watercolor to blend nicely. But then I'm going to move on and start working in my next section, adding a little bit of water to my paintbrush and just leaving the same amount of blue that I had on there to start to lighten that section up. And then I'm just working right into the next square, adding a little bit more water to it. So now I'm going in with some black, and this black is going to help to really darken that first square. So I'm adding some black to my darkest value, and then I can even add a little bit of black to the next square as well, just to create a little bit more of a smooth transition from that really dark section to the next square. So I need to get a little bit more of the blue and black to make that next spot a little darker. And now I'm putting just a little touch of the black into it to start to darken it a little bit more. And then since I want those last 2 boxes to be really light, I'm just going to put the water down first and then a tiny drop of the orange into each of them and start to blend it out. So I'm going to blend that orange together here. Now when you're using complementary colors, they do not mix well together, so just make sure that you do keep those colors separate. So in the other boxes with analogous or monochromatic, those colors do blend nicely. But since these colors are opposite each other on the color wheel, they're going to kind of cancel each other out. And that orange or blue will turn into more of a mucky brownish gray color. So definitely keep them separate if possible. Then I'm going to kind of let some of those areas dry, come back to them, and create a little bit more of a smooth transition from that dark area into the lighter section.